Merry meet everyone, welcome and greetings. Today I'm doing some readings for the new moon in Aquarius 2017. I'm going to start with a general look and then I'm going to do readings by the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. For everybody who doesn't know, just before we get started, you can use your ascendant sign, your sun, or your moon, or combination of those, whatever you feel called to use. And the earth signs would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. The water signs would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And the air signs would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay. Using 4 decks this time. Take me just a bit longer to shuffle. Okay. All right. Starting with the general energy scope. I'm not supposed to have in reverse. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so there are 3 out of 4 of these cards that are really supporting listening and receiving messages, especially from our higher self, from spirit, intuition. Looks like a very good time to tune in and do meditation. It looks like in general we could all use a little bit of a separating from busy mind, from noise, from external things, and the mental spinning wheels. So it's a really good time to do meditation or anything that's meditative, probably. We have a card here it's a really beautiful card. Speaking of accomplishment, I think for us it's a good time to make intentions around what we'd like to accomplish. I'm not sure if this is, I don't remember if this is the first, is this the first new moon in 2017 or the second? I'm not sure, but it's kind of an interesting year anyhow, with the New Year's falling during Mercury retrograde, and then we have Lunar New Year in the end of January anyhow. So it looks like a really good time to place intentions around what we'd like to accomplish, either during this moon cycle or this year, or our lives in general, The other energies that we have here have to do with the feminine energy, the goddess energy, and treating things as sacred. So it's a good time, I feel, to do consecrations, to clear your space, do space clearing, to make sacred space in your home or anywhere, your office, anything. And definitely thinking it's a good time to connect with the feminine energy, feminine principles, your own inner goddess energy, whether you're male or female. We both have masculine and feminine energy within us. So that energy that is compassionate, that's receptive, that's healing, that's a little more gentle, connecting with that, nurturing that, really appreciating that. I do think it's also going to be a time where females are potentially empowered, and for men it's going to be a good time to connect with females in a respectful manner. For some of you it may be a good time to seek guidance, seek wisdom from the females in your life. Okay, so it also looks like the ending, beginning of emotional cycles for some people. Things coming to completion, fruition around this time. And for some people, I think we are going to see certain things accomplished right around the time of this new moon. A lot of times it's like the full moon is the peak energy, and that's when things really are at their peak. But the way the cards are, it looks like this is a time where some things may be coming to fruition as well. All right, so I'm going to get started with the elements. I'm going to start with Earth this time and see what comes up. Okay, Earth signs. Whew. For some of you, your spirit guides, your spirit, have really been trying to get through to you. They've been trying to communicate some things to you, and you've been blocking it out. This new moon is a really good time to try to stop doing that. It's a really good time to access innovative thinking, to think outside of the box. Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius, loves that. The Aquarian energy is very much about thinking outside the box, being kind of weird, funky, and you're supported in doing that and thinking outside of the box and having original thoughts, coming up with. For some of you, I think you're gonna have ideas for inventions, and you shouldn't ignore those ideas. There's also a message here of comparison. So for some of you, it might come up that you feel very pulled to make mental comparisons between you and another person, between you now and you in the past, you now and who you want to be in the future. Just try to be healthy about that and not get obsessive. Having healthy self-esteem really is not, it does not come from comparing yourself to others. Everybody's different, and what's right for you isn't right for somebody else necessarily. And so looking at somebody and thinking, oh well, they have this much money, they're better than me, or this person has so much energy and I suck because I don't have as much energy as them, and things like that. Try not to get stuck in that. It's really not too healthy. Okay, so it looks like also you have an energy of transformation, of taking two things and creating a third thing from them. And I think this is going to come through either through your intuition or through actions that you've been taking or are about to start taking. But for some of you, I mentioned the inventions thing. For some of you, you're going to start testing this and you're going to start seeing, if I take A and mix it with B, what is C? Okay, and this can be very literal, but this can be also just within your life. If I, decide to do A and B, what comes of that? So I know that's not too specific, but as always, if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me for that. These are very general readings. I'm reading for a lot of people here, so Spirit really can't allow me to get too into the details. That's why it's stretching. I do think some of you are going to receive messages at this time, either from Spirit or from Spirit through other people that are important. There's things, some of you are going to be called to acknowledge things, to kind of wake up about something, to take note of something. You're going to get messages, all right? Some of you are going to get called to action. This can be like people, you applied for jobs, people will be calling you, asking you to come in for interviews, or asking you if you can still work this job, or can you come volunteer, can you help out with this, or family members saying, hey, I could really use your assistance, can you help, things of this nature during this time. All right, so I'm going to move on now to air signs. fire signs. Nice, okay. And then we have here. Okay, so there's a message here for some of you to try not to, that you're not so as fragile as you think you are. It's about finding strength, and it's about understanding that some things are created over time. Not everything is, instantaneous. And so some things that you may have been thinking, nah, it's over, it didn't work out. It's not that it's over and didn't work out, it's just that it's going to take longer than you thought it would take. For some of you, I think you're going to be starting projects that are going to be like that. They're going to take some time. It's going to be something that you work at for quite a while. And for some of you, you also have the Triumph card here. For some of you, I think during this new moon, you're actually going to see the results, the fruits of labor that you have put into projects that have been going on for quite a while. Things that you've been working at for a long time, you're going to start seeing the results. And we have here a card telling you to really nourish yourself, take care of your body, take care of your soul, do things that feel good but that are also healthy. Make sure you're taking some time to do that and to rest, kind of pamper yourself a little bit. For some of you, this is a time where you're either going to hear of an adventure that you decide to go on, be offered an adventure you may not go on, or you're going to be going on an adventure of some sort. And this is something designed to be fun, something designed for you to come at with a playful, childlike heart and really enjoy and be kind of mystified by. There's something going on here for most of you where you don't have all of the answers and you're kind of looking into the unknown, and it looks good. And I'm feeling like different air signs are having different perspectives on this and different feelings about this. But the way to go about it is really to try to embrace your inner child with this, right? And try to enjoy it. Try to have an open heart. That's what we're trying to say. Have an open heart with it. I do see success coming through for some of you. And for most of you, it's success from actions that you have taken or others have taken to help you in some way. For some of you, this is going to have to do with spiritual, intuitive stuff. So if you're, a tarot reader, an oracle reader, or a psychic, or an artist, this can be breakthroughs like that. But for many of you, I think this is action-oriented, and it's the results of action steps that you've taken. And for a lot of you, it's something that you've been working at for a long time. So just remember to take some time to nourish yourself, and everything else is said. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to the fire signs. Let's see what comes up for them. Nice. Okay. So, fire signs. This new moon is going to be a time of transition for you. I think a lot of you are already in the midst of some sort of transition. Probably for a lot of you, transition that feels really big. Jobs, career, location, partners, different things of that nature. Okay. This is also a time where a lot of you are going to be reclaiming your authenticity. You're going to be shaking off facades and shaking off roles that you've decided to play in life that aren't really true to who you are. shaking off the, for some of you, you kind of put on a show for other people to kind of give them what they want or give them what they expect, or because of your comfort zone and your boundaries and your defense mechanisms, you're kind of acting. And this is a time where, if even for a moment, you're going to get more in touch with who you are authentically. But I think for a lot of you, it's a shift that's going on. It's going to just change and free up some of that, so you won't feel like you have to act anymore. You'll feel like you can be you. For some of you, I'm getting a message. For some of you, you're going to find an outlet where you can be yourself, a hobby or something like that. That's going to allow you to really feel like your true self and really feel connected to your soul and who you are. All right, so it's a great time for you to take action on things that you have thought through, things that are authentic and true to you, things that you feel in your heart. It can be an emotionally powerful time, and this can go either way. It can be disturbing for some of you, or it can be, really rewarding. It can feel really good at this time. Some of you may feel overwhelmed, either way. But some of you, I think, are going to be handling this very gracefully. And you're going to have more to give at this time of yourself emotionally and so on, because you're just going to be feeling so full, so filled up by life. The cup is just going to flow over, and your partnerships can really benefit from that. It's also a great time to be participating with others. So this is going to mean, getting involved with groups for some of you. And I think some of you already know this. You already have plans to start something. But for some of you, it's going to be groups. For some of you, it's just going to be getting out more, interacting with the public more. Maybe you're going out on dates, self dates or dates with other people. This can be partnerships as well. It's a really good time for collaborations and participating with others, participating in groups. Even shaping your life, maybe you want to consult other people about that. Maybe you have a wellness coach or a fitness trainer or a doctor or therapist, or your family, your friends, your romantic partner, etc. You want input, and you're taking information and what professionals and experts have to offer, and you're allowing them to assist you so that you can create from an educated place. So that's really neat. And that's everything I'm picking up for you. So I'm going to move on to the water signs now. Let's see what comes up for water signs. Okay. This is going to be a very powerful, potent time for many of you in your dream life, in your sleeping life, your dream world. Vivid dreams, messages coming through your dreams. For some of you, you may have precognitive dreams, dream teachings, learning through your dreams. So I would advise people not to do anything to block that out. Drugs and things that can hinder your ability to remember your dreams, dream and remember them. I would encourage people to instead, embrace that and do some dream journaling around that as well. Okay, so you're also getting a message to let love in. So I do feel like there's a lot of love out there for you. There's love being sent your way, and all you have to do is avoid putting up the barricades and blocking it. Welcome it in, and that can uplift and help you. For some of you, that may be a new romantic interest coming in, or a platonic love. Perhaps you haven't spoken to your mother or your aunt for a while or something, and now they're coming back into your life and communicating with you during this time, old friends, new friends, and self-love as well. It's a powerful time for, I think you're going to feel more loving. A lot of you are going to feel the love. It is also a very good time for certain actions, wise actions. Okay, you may be called upon to take certain actions. It looks like a lot of you are kind of scouting things out, scouting out the future, scouting out the near future, seeing what's there, what you think is likely to happen, and from that place you're making decisions about what your next move is, what steps to take, and that's a very wise thing to do at this time. There's travel for some of you coming up. Some of you are going to be going on short trips during this time. Some of you are going to be planning to go on long trips, journeys, even to different countries for some of you. This is coming up. And for some of you, you're not, that's not for everyone, of course. Not everyone's traveling. But for everyone, you're on your journey and you're being asked to just keep moving on your path. Don't let things pull you off track. Just also keep in mind, you can only see so far in front of you. When your feet are on the ground, we can do things with our dreams and try to get a bird's eye perspective and look forward and make assessments about what's likely to happen, but ultimately, it's one foot in front of the other, and there's a message here not to try to jump too far ahead of oneself, but also there's a message here to understand that you are getting somewhere, you're moving along, and that's everything I have for you. So if you need or want a personal reading, you can click on the link below, and that should lead you through how to get one with me. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I hope everyone has a wonderful lunation. And until next time, merry part and merry meet again.